Hello everybody, welcome to Thursday, where we are going to play a game I've been putting off for quite a while, to be honest. I've owned this since way before this year, but they're quite cool games. But this one is apparently very random in the way of achievements. So, let's just see how this goes. To try and make this as fluid, I guess, as possible, I do have a somewhat of a guide next to me. It's more of guidelines than anything, because yes, this is going to be quite random. Also, need to listen for a package. Oh yeah, all these games are FMV, if I didn't mention that already. I've played a fair few by this company. Okay. Let's just dive straight in. So this was in my 5 to 6 category, but it could be quicker. Like I said, it's completely random. So also I'm all forehead today, so. The Shapeshifting Detective.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Nice chin. We need to say, who are you?
Exactly. Rewind.
Fucked it up, do it again. No, I knew that was an achievement. But we do have to watch through this again now. I think. Yep, can't skip it. Okay.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
Okay, right, this time I'm going to do it a bit differently.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Bennett.
You know why you're here, don't you?
Nope.
The dead girl. And this. What exactly were you thinking? You have one job. Don't get caught. Do you think you can do that this time?
I mean, I'll try.
It's a rhetorical question.
Alright, fine, whatever.
You're going to a town called August. Find Chief
Hey,
DuPont.
dude, how's it going?
He's gonna think you're someone else. This person. This is who you are now. Understood?
Yeah,
Splendid.
I get it. At noon?
If someone so much as
Waking up at
sniffs
noon.
that you're different, you'll be deprecated.
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 We expect you to use your ability. Just don't get caught. And never, ever change into a child.
In brighter news, August resident Mia French is celebrating the
think I wanna
return
change
of her
into a
missing
child, thanks,
pooch,
I'll be right.
Barley. The 8-month-old basset hound puppy was found outside Daryl's Chicken and Ribs.
And that's 5 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I'm Violet. Welcome to the guest house. There are some rules. In particular, no shoes in the guest house. The carpet's priceless. Now, how long are you staying for?
As long as it takes, sure.
Yes, the chief said it may be a while. I can see you don't mind getting your hands dirty, though. There's not been many visitors of late. Perhaps the murder will bring some tourists in.
Visitors?
It's just you and some tarot readers at the moment. It's deathly quiet.
This what? Do you remember the X-Files game from PS1? Because this company's games remind me of those so much. The murder.
Yes, the murder. You haven't spoken to the chief yet, have
God, I want
you?
them to remake that X-Files game.
Chief Dupont. He's the one who booked the room for you. You look lost. You should probably go and speak to the chief. Your room is just down the hall, last on the left. It has its own back door.
Oh.
The chief said that's the way you'd like it.
Yeah.
Just finishing.
I can probably still get through the X-Files game, just mostly from memory. But yeah, that warehouse at the beginning. I remember it used to be so creepy, but again, we were kind of kids when that came out. Predicting the future.
You don't believe?
I don't believe, no.
That's okay. Sometimes life is just a stream of coincidences. Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Yeah, I love the captain that was always drinking coffee. It would cut to him and it would just be like... Good game. Very good game. Bronwyn, pleased to meet you. I'm
Pleased to meet
Sam.
you, Sam. If you'd like a reading.
Sure, go on then.
So, what's your question, Sam?
Oh, will I win?
The Fool.
Nope.
I'm going to see a lot more of you, aren't I, Sam? Enjoy the journey. But remember, not everything is winnable. I'm in room 1 and that's down the hall. Lorraine's in 2, Lexi's in 3. And which room are you in, Sam?
I'll tell you what my room is. You can come visit me.
Good. We're neighbours. Just knock if you need me.
Okay.
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop. Now, what could the object
Go
have just
visit the
handed?
chief.
Good, you got my message. Chief Inspector DuPont. I wasn't sure you'd come, but I suppose you're between jobs?
I'm
Well,
Sam.
no, that's not true. But I like it. Sam. That's your cover now. So, the job. Dorota Shaw. 21, accomplished cellist, redhead. Strangled. I know who did it, but I need proof. It's the tarot readers. Yes. Keep up, Sam. That's the girl who was murdered?
Why the tarot
Because they
readers?
predicted it. The older one, Bronwyn, she came into my office last night talking all crazy and saying Dorota was in trouble. I did my best not to lock her up. It all sounded crazy to me. Tarot, the spirit world, cards that move, trans-dimensional thingamajigs. To be honest, I thought she'd probably been smoking something.
Yeah,
That's why
bleach.
I didn't take it seriously.
Why isn't she in jail?
Because things I don't have enough on her. That's where you come in. The free guest house stay isn't free. I need you to work the case and report back to me. Find out things from the inside. Can you do it?
I'll try. It is my job after all.
I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. That gives you a license to talk to people, but only notionally. Don't actually touch people or annoy them. You don't have any real authority, understand? But you help me out, I'll help you.
Help me out?
Do I have to spell it out? I'll make your problem go away, or at least sink it to the bottom of a pile of paperwork. Your old town? The problem? Come and find me when you're settled.
What did I do?
This is Second Chance Sunday for you, Sam. Don't blow it.
Tell me about Dorota.
What do you want to know? She was a cellist, selected for a scholarship at Juilliard. It was in the local paper. I'm more of a Bon Jovi fan myself.
Yep, because those two things are related. When was she killed?
Don't read the paper, do you? Yesterday, Monday the 9th at approximately 9 p.m, according to the coroner. We got a call from the mother just after 10 p.m.
Do you have an alibi for last night?
Do I have an alibi for last night? Do I? Okay. I was here, and there are video monitors that will prove it. Thanks for ruling me out, genius.
Alright, I don't think you did it. Where was Dorota killed?
In her bedroom. She was naked. Strangled. No signs of sexual activity of any kind. It was a weird scene to look at. There was one thing, but it's strictly between you and me. Dorota had a gold coin in her mouth. I'm being serious now, Sam. Not a word of this.
Yeah, guys.
It's the one thing.
Not a word of it.
Would know.
It was meant for me only. You didn't hear it. There was no gold coin. No one knows. What can you tell me about Violet?
Born here, runs the local guest house. Lovely lady. Where are you going with this, Sam? What's she told you?
How did I get behind him? Excuse me, Chief. I just need to slip behind you for a second.
She told you she's taking pills, didn't she? Let me handle Violet. She didn't kill anyone.
Why am I back here? What do we know?
Perhaps you should do some investigating?
Alright, I'll do it all, I guess.
His head hits the angled stone with such force his eyes bulge. Blood pools behind him and in his mouth. You're mine now, the girl says, and
I assume you've been to see Chief DuPont already. Not really. I'm sure she was a precious lamb, though.
Dorota was a precious lamb?
Yes, a lamb. Young. Innocent.
Sacrificial.
Lambs get slaughtered, though, don't they?
So Dorota was nice?
Nice, yes, that's a good description. Actually, I thought she was a bit slutty, to be honest.
Oh. Dorota was slutty. Probably
Sorry.
shouldn't ask that with such inquisitiveness.
I'm gossiping. I don't want to talk ill of the dead. Ask her boyfriend.
Where do I find her boyfriend?
Oscar lives at the vicarage next to the church. Don't tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing people already.
And now we're looking at her feet. What is this game? There are some people that would never get past this bit because they'll be like, oh yes, show me the feet. And I'm just like, who are the other guests?
They're tarot readers. I'm thinking of asking them to leave, actually.
Oh, up to her knee. Why do you want them to leave?
Because they may have killed someone. It's not great for my reputation, is it? Stay at Violet's, the home of killers and hobos.
Hobos?
I'm sorry, it's a derogatory word, isn't it? But strange people seem to gravitate towards this guest house, Sam. I think I'll get the sign changed.
To what, hobos are us or something? Like, what are you gonna do? What were you doing last night?
It's the strangest thing. I honestly don't remember. But I imagine I was here or getting groceries somewhere.
That's a very aloof answer. Have you ever been at Dorota's house?
I've driven by it, never actually been in it.
Chief DuPont said you were taking pills. What for?
I take clozapine. I think they're for anxiety. I'm a very anxious person.
Clozapine's for schizophrenia, isn't it?
I don't know, Dr. Sam, you tell me.
You're the one taking it. You should probably know what it's for.
Hey, I'm dying like that.
Not sure how I feel about this lady.
If 8 bullets can't
Alright,
stop her,
let's
I'll
get a
leave.
Bronwyn.
Sam, is it? I'm sensing
Show me
you're
your
not
feet.
here for a reading.
I have some questions about the murder.
Chief DuPont thinks I did it. I'm hoping you'll convince him otherwise.
Why should I convince
All
him?
I'm asking is that you dig a little deeper than the chief. I had nothing to do with Dorota's death.
Except you predicted her murder. Dun, dun, dun.
We saw danger in the cards and we tried to stop it. Trust me, Sam, we're on the same team.
How did you predict the murder? With our cards, of course.
We saw it in the cards, not images.
I can see the
Feelings
future.
and Tarot can be very powerful.
Can't you ask who the killer is? Yeah, just solve it right now.
Not these cards. They only tell us what they want us to know.
Well, bit stubborn. Give him a tip. Maybe they'll tell us some more accurate information. Where were you at 9 p.m. last night?
In my room, reading. I found a trashy romance novel under the bed. I'm assuming it's Violet's. It's all swooning heroines and brooding vampire Casanovas. Thank God Lexi saved me.
Saved you?
She came to my room to chat for a little while. That was around 9, I think. You can ask her.
You think
I
Violet
said
is
the book
trashy?
was trashy. Look at this place. If her guest house is anything to go by, Violet's the opposite of trashy.
All that's left is my side.
I just read that I was supposed to go these two first and Bronwyn
Tell
last,
Emma
so we'll go to
slowly.
Rain, Lexi, and then we'll
You
go to
must be a
Bronwyn
new
again.
guest. Or you're burglaring us. I'm Rain, by the way.
Your face is terrifying. I'm just a disembodied head, I don't have hands.
Pleased to meet you, Sam. Enjoy your stay. The hot water goes off at 9, by the way, so it's cold showers from there on in. It really bugs me.
Shower before 9 is the most obvious answer to that. It's like, oh no, the hot water's about to turn off. Oh, damn. Shame we're going to have a shower at 11 p.m. What do you know about Dorota?
I didn't know her. I know she was called Dorota Shaw. She was young, had red hair, a talented musician.
Who's the next victim?
Next victim? Whoa! Hold on a sec. We don't even know if there's going to be a next victim or not. We'll do another group reading soon, and then we'll have a better idea.
How did you predict the murder?
We did a reading. A group reading, actually. With a special tarot deck.
I wrote the cards, just, there will be a murder in the future. What's a group reading?
The three of us get together and read the same cards. Bronwyn says it makes the whole thing stronger or more powerful or something. But I'm pretty sure I'd get the same answers just on my own.
Tell me about the special tarot deck.
Mercury. It's not exactly from here. With a normal tarot deck, you'd have the question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the answer. The cards themselves kind of change. It's a special deck.
Can I see the Mercury tarot?
I don't have it at the moment. Bronwyn has it.
What were you doing last night?
I was in my room. Praying, actually.
Prove it.
I don't believe in God, but I was still praying. It didn't work.
That's a flimsy alibi. What do you believe in?
I don't believe in anything, but I also believe anything is possible, so it's a conundrum.
Like countdown? Alright, thank you. You were not helpful.
It's soft, she says. It's the
Down to Lexi.
Hi, Sam, is it? Come on in, make yourself at home. Mi casa es su casa. Come on.
Oh, we're starting on the knees already, are we? Did you know Dorota?
I don't know anyone in this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously, and Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
There's a creepy guy in my room who keeps staring at my neckline at the moment, I guess. How did you know she was going to die?
Good old-fashioned fortune-telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most dangerous tarot card is?
I don't know. Death? Oh, I have to say the Happy Squirrel.
You've done your research. The Happy Squirrel was vague and mysterious, but not evil.
So what is the most dangerous tarot card?
The Five of Swords. I think so anyway. There's nothing more dangerous than someone taking whatever they want, no matter the cost.
You drew the Five of Swords for Dorota?
Yeah, I did. Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's Dorota, and Bronwyn got the Ten of Swords, which is, well, you know, swords in general are bad.
How well do you know Bronwyn?
She's like my big sister, so pretty well.
Do you think she killed Dorota?
No.
There was some suspicion on that one. Let me just recreate that. No. Why did you come to August?
The cards told us to. Well, the cards in Rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull,
I love
let me
Eleanor.
reassure you, it is.
If there was a game that I could get every achievement in for a third time, it would be that one. You do whatever the cards tell you?
No. Well, yeah.
I didn't kill
Well, no.
anyone.
We have a job to do.
Fucking, it's so obvious to begin with, and then as it gets later on, it's like, I didn't kill anyone. And then they killed everyone, and you're just like, fuck! How could I have known he's a good liar? A job?
I didn't say job. I said job.
You could have said knob. Look at that. That's a guilty face if I've ever seen one. A chob?
Okay. We make a cheese obelisk, a chob, and depending on the shape of that chob, we get different answers to questions.
I mean, that's a very good fake answer that she just thought up on the spot. My mind for chob would not have ever gone to cheese obelisk of all things. I know you're lying.
No, you don't.
I don't need tarot cards to prove it. What were you doing last night?
I was in my room all night with Bronwyn. We were painting our nails.
That's a bit fucking awkward. She doesn't have painted nails. Hang on, I think I just have my door. Give me one. Nope, wasn't my door. Alright, can I see your nails?
No, I mean, yeah, I've already cleaned it off.
Oof.
By Lord Worthing.
I think she's lying about everything, you know.
To raise funds.
Let's go back to Bronwyn. Can I see the Mercury Tarot?
Mercury? Sure. I'll just get it. feels a bit sacrilegious just spreading it out to show you. It doesn't really answer questions, it more asks them. Do you want it to ask you a question, Sam?
Sure, let's fucking go for it.
It wants to know if you're happy being the person you are now.
Oh yeah? Show me that card, I want to see it. Is that literally what it said, or are you making that up? Yeah, I'm fine.
Mercury doesn't agree.
Mercury can suck my dick.
In fact, if anything, and I could be wrong, it's suggesting that you're not even the person you're saying you are now. I've only had that reading once before.
These are very provocative angles they keep going to.
Cloudy sky picks out highlights in the water as it travels past
Let's go to
jutting
my room.
rocks and reeds.
Taking the grand tour of it, apparently. That's something else I just remembered about the X-Files game. Every time you go to sleep at night, he just literally lays down and just goes. It's like, okay. Agent Wilmore. Alright, we're gonna be Chief DuPont.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Semi-naked, blood-drenched body. The girl sighs and turns her attention to Lung. Did you murder her? Lung squirms a little. Cough. Cough.
Alright.
Cough.
We got a Violet.
Who knows whether you've made the right decision or not, Claude?
How's Bronwyn been?
How's Bronwyn been?
Overly nice. She's covering her tracks well if she has anything to hide.
What was it I asked you
What was it I asked you to do again?
You just told me to report back to you if I noticed anything suspicious. Good grief, Claude. You're a bit young to be losing your marbles already.
It's coming on to me.
Last night?
What were you doing last night?
Claude, we've been through this. I honestly don't remember. I checked my diary and there's no entry, so I was probably here, as always.
I'd sneeze.
How can you not remember, Violet?
What's up? How can you not remember, Violet?
I don't know. Which is exactly what I said in my statement. Don't try and get me to contradict myself.
I reckon I can find a way to play the
girl says,
X-Files game.
and reaches her
I don't know if
hand
I'm wrong.
into his chest, grabbing for something or letting something.
Chief DuPont, what a
Might do it
pleasant
one day.
surprise. I think we've covered just about everything twice over, but if you think I'm hiding something...
I mean, I did it with Ocarina of Time. That was easy enough. So I can probably do it with the PS1 game. Who are you really, Bronwyn Castle?
Does it bother you, Chief DuPont, knowing there are things in this world that aren't black and white? You don't know what to file me under, and that makes you uncomfortable. Or perhaps you've already made up your mind about me. Why don't you tell me who you think I am? Hmm?
You're a con artist.
You're a
I
con
haven't
artist.
asked anyone for a penny.
Mind of
Alright,
its
I'm
own.
off.
She tries to resist the movement, but it's too strong.
Good evening, Chief DuPont.
I don't trust this
Dorota's
guy.
family. What does the
Dorota's
tarot
family.
say
What
about
does the tarot say about them?
I can do a reading if you want.
Yes.
Yes.
It's the Five of Cups. It talks about loss and dealing with that loss. I don't think you need a tarot reader to interpret that one.
Bronwyn ever been arrested?
Bronwyn ever been arrested? I know he's saying them
Not
too,
since
but
I've met her.
I want to
She's
feel like
a
I'm asking the
lawful
questions, you know?
good
I want to feel like I'm in
character.
control of the situation.
If you play D&D.
Lexi ever been in trouble with the police? Have you ever been in trouble with the police? I'm more intrigued by him. He's got a creepy ass face.
I've never been convicted. No.
That's a
Been charged with
backwards way of saying yes. Been charged with anything?
My mind's gone blank.
I mean, I'm the chief. I can just look it up.
The reason why it's heavy, it's in fact an Egyptian maul, which was used by craftsmen to
Let's go
carve
see Lexi.
temples.
He's really dodgy.
Oh, Chief Inspector, you gave me a shock. What is it? What have I done?
What have I done? Tell me about Bronwyn.
She's an Aquarius. Her favourite colour is green. What else do you need to know?
Is she your leader?
Are you prepared to go to jail for her?
Go to jail for her?
Jail? What for? I haven't done anything wrong.
Aiding and abetting a criminal.
I don't need a reason. I will just throw you in there. Aiding and abetting a criminal.
I'll aid and abet Bronwyn to the day I die, but she's not a criminal.
Why are you here in August?
Why are you here?
Well, it's not for the nightlife, I can tell you that. This is where the cards told us to go. I guess you could call it destiny.
Do you know anyone here? What's wrong with the nightlife?
Yeah? Do you know anyone here?
There isn't any. And sometimes a girl needs a party.
What were you doing
Is
last
that better?
night?
What were you doing last night?
Nothing. I mean, I was here all night. This cat's on a Bron can vouch for me.
Chase the rest of the street off. That spring, we lucked out with a broken fire door, easy access to the stairwells, the room service carts, and a
Find somewhere safe to transition.
Sure.
You're not a superhero.
There you go. Yeah, that's Violet. Change into Violet.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
concrete rises up to embrace me. There are infinite realities,
See the chief.
he said, and we always exist
Yeah,
in
it's
the
very
one
strange.
What's going on, Violet? Is everything okay?
I've played a few games by this company. They've
Yes,
got one
I'm
called The
okay.
Bunker, which was like their first one. That one's really cool because it's quite open-ended, I guess. You don't really know what's going on. It's quite cool. Like, it's open to interpretation. Then they have another one called Late Shift, which is all about this one guy who gets caught up in like this robbery in London between all these mafia families. That's quite cool. I feel like I've played more, but I can't remember any others. Yeah, I'm okay.
Well, what are you doing here then? You said you'd help me. I just need you to keep an eye on the guests and let me know if you see anything strange. So,
Yeah, they're quite fun.
if you're
Look up
here,
the
who's
company
doing that?
that publishes them called Wales Interactive. You'll find them all.
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop. Okay, so please explain to the listeners what the object...
Bronwyn.
You don't trust me, do you, Violet? Is it because I read tarot? Why don't you let me pull a card for you?
Go on then.
Okay.
Queen of
Great.
Cups.
What do you want to know about?
The murder. My love life.
Yeah, my love life. Let's do it.
I think the tarot wants to ask a different question, but
Why don't you just fucking ask me a question then, if you want to know something else?
the devil. You're letting yourself be manipulated by someone who isn't good for you. Or maybe it means you're having fantastic sex.
Nailed
You
it.
might like playing the victim.
Did you sleep well last night?
Did you sleep well last night?
Yes, thank you.
Did you have fantastic sex?
I didn't see
I
you
didn't see you
yesterday.
yesterday evening.
I stayed in my room. You can ask Lexi. That reminds me, I think I found a book of yours. It's called He Came Through the Shadows.
What makes you think it's mine?
What makes you think
Your
it's mine?
name's written on the inside cover.
Oh shit, she got me.
Remains ingrained in the manual. But I obviously can't vouch for that.
Mrs. Gallagher, an unexpected pleasure.
Oh god, he's so creepy.
How long are you planning to be?
Yeah, how long are you planning to be
In
here? Get the
town?
fuck out.
I really don't know. Until the tarot tells us to leave, or you kick us out, obviously.
How did you know Dorota was going to die?
I'm gonna ask this one. Why do you think the police suspect Bronwyn?
Now, that's a very good question. Logically speaking, you'd assume all three of us were in on it. Or none of us.
Up another cigarette?
He's throwing me around in circles.
Cough.
Lexi.
Hello, Violet. Is everything okay? Ignore the mess. I was just going to tidy it up.
She's the only one that ever answers the door.
Did you have a pleasant
That's a
evening
suggestive
last
angle.
night?
I know I'm currently a woman, but still, please, that's weird. Did you have a pleasant evening last night?
Great, thanks. The room's really lovely.
But you weren't in this room, were you?
I didn't see you around yesterday evening.
I stayed here. I was playing solitaire with Bronwyn.
Oh, but she said you were in her room. You weren't painting your nails?
Painting my nails? No. Oh, yeah, that too. How do you know about that?
I like
Intuition.
to know what goes on under my roof.
I have my ways.
Well, that doesn't sound sinister at all.
Just
Coughing
lightly.
up blood. The girl gurgles out a shriek and raises up from the dais.
Oh, we're gonna be Rain now. We're gonna be the creepy guy.
Hello, I'm Rain.
I'm Rain, a convicted sex offender.
Turns her attention to Lung. Did you murder her? Lung squirms a little. Cough.
You see the chief.
Cough.
Rain, I'm busy. You gonna turn yourself in?
Just say yes. Yeah.
You don't want to see me when I'm angry. A woman is dead. Go play card games somewhere else or whatever the hell it is you do.
Lung steps backwards and rhythm with
Alright,
the girl.
back we go.
I'm dying. I don't want to die. You said you could grant me eternal life. The girl snarls.
Bronwyn.
Have you met the new detective yet? We're basically under 24-hour surveillance now.
Do you think Sam's onto us?
Onto what exactly?
The real reason we're here?
Oh, that definitely is the door that time. Right, be right back. I can wear my headphones properly now. This is the best. The real reason we're here.
Sam's not a mind reader. At least I don't think so. Just try not to let anything slip.
Ooh, suspicious.
The stream flows smoothly in the distance.
I didn't go to
girl
Violet, I don't think. Where is she?
Phone. She hits speed dial. Mom?
Rain, I'm so worried about Bronwyn. What are we going to do?
Why are you worried about Bronwyn?
Why are you worried about Bronwyn?
The chief thinks she killed Dorota.
Who did kill Dorota?
That's not even funny, Rain. Bronwyn's the least murdery person we know. But okay, let's say she did do it. What possible reason could she have for killing Dorota?
Jealousy.
Psychopathic tendencies?
Crime of passion. That's jealousy.
Maybe. Maybe Bronwyn and Dorota were secretly lovers. And Bronwyn found out that Dorota was seeing someone else and killed her in a jealous fit of rage. Or maybe it's just another one of your twisted late night fantasies, in which case, leave me out of it.
a good one.
You're listening to Radio August.
Alright.
Doc.
Let's become Lexi.
Hi, I'm Lexi.
I'm Lexi, I lie about everything.
I'm Lexi.
The pasty roll of fat that bulged over the waist of her jeans secretly pleased her.
Let's go see the chief.
What is it, Miss Taylor?
Why did you hire Sam?
Why did you hire Sam?
I didn't hire Sam, the Shaw family did.
No, they didn't.
I had no idea what that photo was when it changed to it then. Oh my god, I thought it was about to be banned. No, they didn't. Why did you hire Sam?
Tarot cards tell you that. Listen, Sam gets results. Nobody knows how, but the results are got. I want the killer found as quickly as possible. You got a problem with that?
Who would want to kill Dorota?
Yeah, I want to know. Who would want to kill Dorota?
Are you doing your own investigation? Great! Let me know when you find out.
Does he not know I'm a shapeshifter? I assume he doesn't. Bronwyn thinks you've got it in for her.
I go after bad guys. If she's a bad guy, then I've got it in for her.
Why weren't the police protecting Dorota?
Oh, we're back behind him.
What were you doing Monday night?
What were you doing Monday night?
Well, let me see, Detective Taylor. Ask the surveillance cameras. I was here till I got the call.
Dorota's boyfriend seems sweet.
Yeah.
Have you met him?
Yeah, I have.
Yes.
Yep, well, I'm a chronic liar, yep.
Miss Taylor, is that a contradiction? It's not what you said in your written statement.
Fuck.
Sorry, I meant no.
Yes. Yes, you did.
Are Dorota's family safe?
Are Dorota's family
Why?
safe?
What are you going to do?
Nothing,
What are the
just
cards
checking.
gonna do?
I've got my eye on you, Lexi Taylor. Lexi. Rain. Are they even your real names?
Been rumbled.
But only one kind would do. The African Grey was a good fit for Mother. They had the same beady eyes, the same smug expression, the same petulant squawks.
Violet.
Hello, Lexi. What can I do for you?
Please don't ask us to leave.
Yeah, please don't ask us to leave. You and your lovely faint.
Have you been speaking to Sam? You're safe for the minute.
That
sounds ominous.
If one of your crew did murder Dorota, you can't really stay here, can you?
The police want alibis from everyone for last night.
Yeah. Alibis.
Well, I don't have one. I literally can't remember what I was doing.
Self together. After a couple of weeks, Penn's little
Bronwyn.
fat roll shrank.
What's up, Lexi? I'm sensing something's on your mind.
I'm worried about our alibi.
Don't worry about that. We don't have anything to hide. You're just fine.
Do you think Sam's...
Yeah, do you think Sam suspects?
Maybe. But it'll be difficult to prove.
I'm very curious by all this
Than
now.
she'd ever been. Thinner and harder. There were no more
Terrain.
Something's weird, isn't it? Ron seems strange today.
How are you?
How are you?
Do you think Bronwyn might get falsely imprisoned? It happens all the time.
Are you looking to take over?
Are you looking
No.
to take over?
I'm just worried.
Slung, lighting up another cigarette. Cough. Cough.
Right.
Cough.
Let's go change to Bronwyn.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
Cough. Coughing violently and uncontrollably. Lung adds his own blood sample to the victim's. He drops a barely touched cigarette to the floor and squishes it with his boot heel.
Sounded like this story was
wiping
talking
his
about the
mouth
Rona.
with a now bloodied sleeve.
Talking about
He
coughing.
reaches into his jacket for something. Another.
Miss Castle. I'm surprised to see you here.
Hi, George.
I didn't kill Dorota.
Yep, I didn't do it.
You're a prime suspect. And your alibi is that you were in the guest house with another prime suspect at the time. It doesn't look good for you.
Have you got a problem with me?
Yeah, have you?
Everyone has a problem with you, Bronwyn. I can arrest you for something right now. How does perverting the course of justice sound?
Kinky.
Oh, you are pushing me today, young lady.
The girl and calls out, "Hey, you!" And then more worriedly, "Who are you?" Looking down at her semi-naked, blood-drenched body, the girl sighs and turns her
Violet.
attention.
Is there something I can help with, Miss Castle?
I hope we're
I
not
hear
being
you've
too
been showing everyone your feet. I hope we're not being too much trouble.
It's very brave of you to tell the chief that Dorota will be murdered and then stick around afterwards. I'd have run for sure.
Hi, George.
You strike me as someone braver than that.
Why would I run?
Why would
You're prime suspect, aren't you? You look strong enough to strangle another woman. Even if you're innocent, a jury would probably convict you.
Even if I'm innocent?
Is that me? Even if I'm innocent? Yeah, I want to ask this. You look strong enough to strangle another woman too.
Well, if you can't pay for your rooms, you might just find out.
Oh, ominous. I'm off.
Bang! Bang! The bullets whip holes through her chest, and blood.
Lexi.
Ron, are you okay?
I'm not okay.
Yep. I'm not okay.
Well, if you're worried, I should be worried. Why are you worried? Should I be worried?
Are you worried?
Are you worried?
Only if you are. This could go on in circles for a while. Let's just keep cool and stay in our rooms.
Alright.
"You're mine now," the girl says, and reaches her hand into his chest,
Sexy
grabbing for
rain.
Bron, something doesn't feel right. I don't know what exactly, but it's not right.
Thoughts on Dorota?
Thoughts on Dorota?
Well, it's hard to say with just one victim. Musical talent, red hair. If there's another, there will be a pattern. Do you think it's another right?
A right?
As in the same thing we were chasing after in Birmingham? I suppose it doesn't really matter. Just have to try and stop it.
Stop it?
Stop it?
Yes, stop it. If it's a traveller killing things.
Traveller?
Bron, you're acting weird. Are you still you?
Of course. No.
No. Stay. Let's see how this plays out.
Bron? If that's you, then who the hell are you? Wait. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Find me a good
I
one.
thought he wasn't religious. He just pulled out some fucking rosary.
Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
Nightmares by Angela Atkins. Read by Jessa from the Jess.
Change back into Sam.
Woman standing in front of my car. Naturally,
See
I slammed
Violet.
on the.
No. No more talking. No more questions. Question after question after question. I didn't kill Dorota. I didn't even know the girl. And yet here I am being constantly asked about her. You know what? I'm going out. I don't know when I'm going to be back, but if you need anything, I will be back eventually. I think. But for now, TTFN.
TTFN is the same amount of syllables as Tatar for now, so why don't you just say
Voice
Tatar for
from the
now?
crackling speakers were my only company as I simply sat there. Everything in my head was screaming for me to go.
It's 6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August, Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe.
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Next chapter.
The interior
Visit Oscar.
Who are you?
I'm a shapeshifting detective.
You're a what? Get out of here before I call the police.
As I cautiously walked
You had one job.
toward the body that lay unnaturally twisted atop the pavement.
Any more news on Oscar Wainwright?
Oscar said he wanted to talk to you.
I'm a bit busy, Sam. Maybe you can go on my behalf.
Who's on your suspect list?
Just the tarot readers. No one else is remotely suspicious compared to them.
I'd add the boyfriend.
Oscar? Have you spoken to him yet? It's not him.
What do we know?
Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one.
Yeah.
The tarot readers mentioned Birmingham. You're looking into it. There's some talk about a traveller, whatever that is.
It's someone that moves from place to
Oscar
place.
is in the clear as far as I'm concerned, but I'm still waiting to hear what he tells you.
They travel.
Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. That's it.
Okay.
Twisted, with her back flat on the road, face staring up into the sky. I saw her chest rise, and
So see Violet. So you're back now, huh? Why would someone kill Dorota?
She flaunts herself. Her body. Had boudoir photographs taken. Who do you think those photos were for, Sam? Her mother.
Maybe. Who were they for?
Ask Zach Weston. He took them.
Do you think Oscar killed Dorota?
Vicar's son. No, as far as I can tell, Oscar is a good boy. But we've all got different faces now, haven't we, Sam?
Now and again. Different faces.
The masks we wear. I could be a satanic cultist behind closed doors, but you'd never know. Would you, Sam?
Tell me about Zach Weston.
Zach's the local photographer. You should go and talk to him, Sam. You're good at talking.
You know where he is?
At Weston's Photographic? Off the high road? It's late, but he's always there.
And how do you know that?
I have a good memory. I'm still holding grudges from when I was 4.
Yet you can't remember what you did last night, hmm? It's all piecing together, Violet.
then
Bronwyn. Lexi says she was in her room last night, not yours.
Ugh, she gets easily confused. Youth of today.
Bronwyn, tell me the truth. Why did you lie about your alibi?
To protect Lexi. None of this is her fault and she gets anxious easily. I was just trying to take the pressure off. I'm sorry, Sam. I never usually lie.
What about Rain?
Rain's a big boy, he can handle himself. Besides, I'd be highly suspicious if Rain claimed to be doing anything else other than reading on a Monday night. That's pretty much all he does every night.
Did you know Dorota's boyfriend?
Yes, he came to see me. He wanted to know that she was okay, spiritually speaking.
Did he tell you anything about Dorota?
He confided in me quite a bit, actually. He seemed to appreciate having someone to talk to, and he knew I couldn't tell anyone what he said.
You can tell me.
Oh, Sam. You know I can't do that. Tarot reader client confidentiality.
Is that a thing? You're making that up.
Since I'd made the call, there was no way they made it out.
Let's go see Rain.
Sam.
George,
what can I do for you?
How did you get Dorota's name from the tarot?
We didn't. Lexi used a Ouija board to get the name.
A Ouija board?
It's Lexi's thing. I don't personally go near them, but in this case, it did help.
Bit too late. Couldn't use your Ouija on its own.
No. Lexi needs to give it context from the tarot reading. A lot of the time, it comes up with nothing. Or a sordid comment directed at Lexi. I think that's why she keeps using it, to be honest.
Tell me more about the Ouija board.
Once we thought there was going to be a murder, Lexi used the Ouija board to find out the victim's name. It spelled out Dorota.
How does it work?
Just... This is going to sound weird. Most people believe Ouija boards contact the dead. So if Lexi contacts a dead person, that person needs to know what happens in the future. Ergo, maybe the person she's contacting is from the future. A time traveler who died here.
Time travel is real?
Yes. Well, not just time travel, time and space travel is also possible. If we accept the fact there are multiple realities, we must also accept there are others like us who found a way to travel between these realities.
It's getting pretty heavy. Lexi mentioned you're here to do a job.
We're trying to save people.
It's not working.
I said we're trying. We have a gift. We have Mercury, the tarot. It tells us where bad things are going to happen, and we try and stop them.
Where were you before August?
Birmingham. We couldn't save anyone there either. The problem with travellers is...
They travel.
Well, let's put a pin in this one, Sam.
Birmingham, travellers.
Let me ask Bronwyn. If she says it's okay to talk about it, it's okay to talk about it.
Leave.
It was used for teleportation. Allegedly, you could look in the mirror, close your eyes, think of being somewhere else.
Let's see
Hi
Lexi.
Sam, back for more already?
Tell me about your Ouija board.
Oh, it's just your run-of-the-mill spirit communication device. Want to know how it works?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool, okay. So Ouija boards send us messages from the spirit world, right? But where is the spirit world? I mean, there's planets and stars and space. The spirit world must be really far away beyond all that.
Go on.
With so far to travel, messages from the spirit world must take ages to get here. Like how light from the sun takes 8 minutes or something to reach us. You still with me?
Oh, yeah, I'm hooked on every word.
Oh, you're sweet. Where was I? Oh,
Yeah,
so
I knew
here's
that
my
was an
point.
achievement.
The spirit world is actually several hours ahead of us. That's how we get messages about things that haven't happened yet. That's how we got Dorota's name. Because in the spirit world, she was already dead.
I just like the idea of him just going, wow.
I know, mind-blowing.
Did you know Dorota's boyfriend?
No, I think Bronwyn met him though.
When?
This morning. He only wanted to see her. I guess he didn't want anyone else to hear what he had to say.
He did it. Boyfriend did it. Why did you lie about your alibi?
Didn't. How did you find out? Am I in trouble?
Yes, it's obstruction of justice.
It was only a little white lie, nothing else. It wasn't even that much of a lie. We're both here, in the guest house. We just happen to be in different rooms.
Got any proof?
If I had proof, Bron wouldn't have made this all up. I'm sorry, Sam, I really am. I know how this must look, but I couldn't kill anything, honest.
Tell me about the Traveller.
Traveller? That's a really old role-playing game, isn't it?
There's that fake lies again. Rain told me all about it.
Oh, did he now? Well then, you know what I know. I guess you must be a part of our inner circle. How does it feel?
Feels good.
Cheeky.
Wink.
Are you flirting with me?
Maybe. Show me those feet. Yes.
Oh dear, am I blushing again? There's a murder to solve. Maybe you should do that first, then me. No, not like that.
Maybe like that.
The clouded sky picks out highlights in the water as it travels past jutting rocks and reeds. It's a...
Your ability isn't endless. It will run out at some point.
Well, until then.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
Covered in so much cat hair, it's making my nose really itchy. It's all your fault, George. He's on my lap. If you keep seeing me look down, there's a cat on my lap. Okay.
jacket. It hits a speed dial number. After a few rings, it's answered.
I'm truly sorry about Dorota. I didn't see you here last night.
I didn't see you here last night.
It's just suspicious.
It's just suspicious.
I didn't even know the girl. You predicted her murder. Who's more suspicious?
I'm truly sorry about
I am
Dorota.
truly sorry.
I didn't really know her. I saw her pictures in the newspaper. Can't remember what for right now.
Little cough, cough, cough.
Alright.
You can tell Sam about Birmingham.
Yeah, tell me about
Well,
Birmingham.
what can I tell Sam that you haven't already?
You know Sam likes a fact check.
Yeah.
I don't really know Sam. But if you're sure, then I guess I'm sure.
What did you tell the police you were doing last night?
I told them the truth, that I was in my room. I'm not sure if they can fact check it, but it's the only alibi I've got. Kind of wish we'd all stuck together now.
When should we
Yeah,
do
that
another
would have made
meeting?
sense. The police think it's me, don't they?
Looks that way. Have you been feeling possessed lately?
Why possessed?
Why possessed?
You're kidding, right?
Oh, he looks worried.
His head hits the angled stone with such force his eyes bulge. Blood.
Ron, I'm so glad you're here. We need to talk.
Is something
Is something wrong?
No one can hear us, right? I mean, I'm assuming this room isn't bugged, although knowing Violet, there's probably cameras everywhere.
You think Violet's a voyeur?
Do you? I'm intrigued.
Probably. I don't know. She has that look about her, don't you think? Like she knows something she's not letting on. I wouldn't be surprised if there's cameras hidden in the wardrobe.
What have you got to hide?
Nothing. Though I'd rather she didn't see me dancing around in my underwear. I only do that for people I love.
Do you love me?
Of course I do, Bron. See?
You're not in your
And
underwear.
now that's on film. I hope you enjoyed that, Violet. Listen, we need to talk about our alibi.
What about our...
What
I
about
know
it?
you said it would be better if we said we were together, but lying about your alibi, That's pretty serious. Are you sure it was a good idea?
We should do whatever it takes.
Whatever it
You're
takes.
acting like we've got something to hide. Bron, is there something you're not telling me? Why'd you ask me to lie? Were you really in your room all night?
Yes.
Do we suspect her? Should we say no? No.
Where were you? Ron, don't mess me around. You're scaring me.
I'm just kidding. I was here all night.
Not funny.
Weaving the weave of untrust.
I didn't know where she came from. I was driving along.
Let's go see the chief.
Miss Castle. More unexpected pleasures.
What did Dorota's boyfriend say about me?
Something about a message you wouldn't deliver? Did you want him to be a special friend? Is that why you killed his girlfriend?
I didn't kill Dorota.
I didn't kill...
Yeah, let's do this again. Chief, I didn't kill Dorota. I was in my room. Oh, but you can't prove it, Bronwyn. You're going to jail for a long, long time.
I was nowhere near Dorota last night.
You said you were with another one of the readers. All I'm saying is that Violet didn't recall seeing any of you.
Violet doesn't remember where she was. Violet is...
Oh, I don't think you should be throwing accusations like that around. Not in your current position.
Girl. So, I took a deep breath.
Didn't expect you to come back. Have you contacted Dorota?
No.
Oh, so you've just come to see me?
I'm sorry the police ignored our prediction.
It's okay, just... How did you know? How did you come up with a name and then she's gone?
She's not gone. She's waiting to pass. How could someone even...
The usual way? The front door. Like, it's a townhouse and she's on the 3rd floor. So, other than teleporting or a big ladder, that's the only way.
Do you get on with
Not really. Especially not now. They're convinced I got her into the wrong crowd or something. Am I really a bad influence?
Yes. No.
Thanks, Bronwyn. I know it's a bit soon, but maybe we can grab coffee sometime? Just to chat about things.
No, thanks. Yes.
I like you, Bronwyn. How about soon? How about tonight? I can come to the guest house?
No, sure.
So it's a date? Sort of. I'll see you soon. Hi. Hey. Hello. Sorry, I'm not used to dating so soon.
I'm actually not in the mood anymore. It's okay. We can take it slowly.
Oh, I wasn't sure I was thinking on doing anything, physical.
Get up in the bed.
I really don't think I'm ready for this.
Sorry, I don't know what came over me. Shh, baby, just a little pressure down there.
No, wait, please. Can you just get off me, please?
I want you in...
Get off me! Get off! I can't do this. I don't care what the chief wants. I just can't. How can you want to sleep with me? Did you kill her? Did you kill Dorota?
Yes. No.
Yes, you did. You liar, you did.
squeezed mine, just a little tighter, as I began to pull her hair away from her face. Her breath was becoming...
Just realised my mic was muted because I sneezed before and I completely forgot. Don't worry, I didn't say anything too funny. Never do. But that was a bit of a rapey scene, is pretty much all I said. Alright, let's be the chief.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Hello, I'm Violet.
Oh, whoops.
I'm Violet.
I was meant to be the chief. And then go speak to Violet.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
satin bed sheets. In my car, I was...
Why is Sam still questioning me? Do I need to bring up Mr. Hedges again?
Mr. Hedges? Who is Mr. Hedges?
Exactly.
What?
Mr. Hedges. The man you asked me to put up, who then, you know, died.
And then...
And then we buried him together so nobody would find out any of this ringing any bells.
We buried someone together?
Not literally speaking. You took the body and you said you'd bury it, but, you know, I'm an accomplice. We'd both be going down.
Inside.
Ooh.
My car was there.
Suddenly I'm more interested in the chief than anybody else.
It was just...
You have a recognizable knock, Chief DuPont. I'll remember not to answer next time.
Do you know Dorota's boyfriend?
Do you know her boyfriend?
I've met him once, yes.
I heard he had some
Just
serious
the once?
allegations against you. Something to do with throwing yourself at him. Just the once?
Unless I've got a body double walking around. Yes, just the once. We talked in confidence. You'll need to ask him if you want the juicy details.
It had only been moments since I'd made the call. There was no way they made it out to my house.
Let's go see Oscar.
Chief DuPont, there's been loads of people coming around asking questions. I don't even know half of them.
Has Sam been to see you?
Has Sam been here?
No? Wait, I get it now. Yeah, someone dropped by. I'm not speaking to them though.
You should.
Really? Alright. But I don't think they're taking Dorota's murder seriously enough.
Did Dorota collect coins?
Is it me or does he have a Toy Story box set behind him? Did Dorota collect coins?
Not that I know of. She collected
On the
thimbles.
far left, that's definitely
She
Toy
said she
Story
didn't
1,
need
2 and
any.
3.
She had hard calluses on her fingers from all the cello.
Oh, he's got PS4 games on the shelf above. Stop changing camera, I'm curious about your house. Have you looked into Rota's bedroom?
Not since the murder. There's still a load of my stuff in there. I climb in through the window, but it's on the 3rd floor.
Leave.
The pasty roll of fat that bulged over the waist of her jeans secretly pleased her. It was her own little fat roll. Look how big she'd grown.
Now we're gonna become Rain.
Hello, I'm Rain.
You can't be trusted. You need her.
Go see Violet.
Ah, Rain, can I help?
About last night.
Was there a problem?
My tap was dripping.
My tap was dripping, but I fixed it. Where were you?
Dripping? Maybe I was in my bedroom. That's out of bounds to you.
Oh. Is she undoing her belt? No, she's tightening it up. She's like, this guy.
Without mother.
Not a chance.
Failed, like she
I don't want
failed
him anywhere
everything
near
else.
me.
By lunch.
Don't forget the group reading, Ray. By which I mean, if you see Lexi, tell her not to forget the group reading.
Okay, I can do that. What's the plan?
We still don't know what we're dealing with. There's every chance that it could just be a normal human murder.
What if it's not a normal human murder?
Then we have to assume that it's some kind of traveler.
Like in Birmingham?
Like in Birmingham?
Yeah, like in Birmingham.
Still needed her mother. The first appointment at the
Lexi?
clinic.
What do you think of Sam?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll totally hit that. Apart from the whole investigating Bronwyn for murder thing, of course. But that's a minor flaw. I can work around it.
That's like Sam's getting lucky. I hear Sam likes you too.
Really? Well, you know, I'm not surprised. I am a total babe.
Beady
we go.
eyes. The same smug expression. The same.
Hi, I'm Lexi.
I'm Lexi.
I'm Lexi.
I'm Lexi. I can't do that voice.
Claws. Piercing the chair's upholstery. Pierced Penn's eyes.
Right, this is
She didn't
doing my
have to
nut. Let's just
try-
turn that off. See Bronwyn?
Dorota had a boyfriend.
Question mark.
Oscar, the guy I met this morning? The one I told you about? Yes.
What did he want?
Answers. Reassurance. Forgiveness.
Forgiveness
Do you
from
think he
who?
killed her?
Do you think he killed her?
Not considering what he asked me to do.
Leave.
I feel sad for Oscar.
Bronwyn said to stay away from him and the family. We're drawing too much attention to ourselves. We won't be able to finish our job.
Job?
Job?
Are you wearing a wire? You know why we're here. Don't make me say it.
Say it.
Say it.
No. Stop being silly.
Alright. I will leave then. Let's become the boyfriend.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Go see Violet.
Oscar Wainwright, what a surprise.
Oh, that was it, apparently. Okay, see you later. Visit the chief.
Oscar? What are you doing here?
I want to help.
I know. We've already talked about this. You said you'd get into Bronwyn Castle's room somehow and have a look around.
Why?
How?
I don't know. Maybe ask if you can go around. Women like vulnerable men.
Do they?
Do they?
I don't know. Do I look like vulnerable men?
Is that why women don't like
Do
you?
whatever you have to, Oscar. I've got to concentrate on some other leads. So, you can go now.
Alright. Be Sam again. I wish you didn't have to go back to your room every single time to change who I was. Oh, yeah, Switch games too. Did you see Dorota yesterday?
Yeah, I went round there in the afternoon. Her parents were at work, and we were, you know, hanging out. I left at about 5.
Where were you at 9 PM last night?
Playing football. It was just 5-a-side. Finished at about 9:30. I called her, but she never picked up.
What can you tell me about Dorota's parents?
Not much. They always seemed happy to see me. I don't think they meant it. They wanted Dorota to focus on her music.
How long were you dating Dorota?
Not long, a couple of months maybe. We did care for each other.
Any idea who would do this to her?
No, no one. She was really popular.
Is it possible the killer was hiding in Dorota's room?
What, you mean watching us? That's disturbing. No, it couldn't have been. The only place he could have hidden would be in the closet, and I suppose someone could have hidden in the closet.
I'm hiding in the closet. Have you hidden in there before?
Not hidden. Well, she liked it. Liked me to watch. Not other guys. Just, she had these, voyeur fantasies.
Describe the fantasies.
She'd ask me to hide in the upstairs closet, and then she'd walk in and strip off, start touching herself. She got upset if I came out before she'd finished. I'm sorry, is this helping with the investigation?
Yes, very. What was in the closet?
Clothes, mainly. I did see something that freaked me out a bit. She had a wedding dress in there. She knew I'd seen it, but we never talked about it. Not even as a joke.
Why did you go to see Bronwyn?
That's personal.
You wanted Bronwyn to contact Dorota?
I said I don't want to talk about it.
Did Dorota ever talk about tarot?
No, not to me anyway. She wasn't into fortune telling or any of that stuff.
You know tarot readers predicted her murder.
Yeah, Chief DuPont told me. He thinks it's one of them that killed her. Bronwyn?
Bronwyn said Dorota kissed her.
That's disturbing. That's impossible. I don't think those two ever met. Why would she say that?
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stay with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
It was the way he said safe. It sounded really weird. Next chapter. Visit Zach.
Sorry, we're closed. Come back tomorrow or make an appointment online.
Surely he would have said that at the door, not invited me in, sat me down, and then been like, sorry, we're closed. Are you Zach Weston?
Yes. What do you want?
The Shaws hired me.
The Shaws? Oh. You mean that girl who got killed? What was her name? Dorothy?
You've never met Dorota?
I see a lot of faces in my studio, but I'm not good with names. Wait. Dorota, I remember now.
You photographed Dorota?
For the August Chronicle. She won some sort of award. I remember her cello. It kept reflecting the flash and ruining the shot.
Did she come to the studio?
No, I went to her house, along with the reporter. It's better with these human interest stories to capture them in a natural habitat.
So, you knew where she lived?
If you asked me to drive there without my sat-nav, no.
Was that the only time you met Dorota?
No, actually, I've been running a special offer on portraits since she came in for a studio session. Wait there. As you can see, there's photos here. Her on the cello. Now this one's in colour. Beautiful hair. Oh, legs wrapped around. Another one here. Oh, hang on. Do you see what I see?
The lines? Pictures of Dorota.
Nothing else?
Like what?
Just a dead girl who looks alive. That's the power of photography. It preserves us forever like butterflies under a glass.
Did you take any other pictures of Dorota?
What do you mean?
Violet told me.
Violet needs to mind her own business. I didn't want to mention them out of respect for the dead. You've heard of boudoir photography.
Sorry, I have a feeling I'm about to start sneezing like mad soon. Boudoir photography?
It's all very tasteful. Boudoir photographs are all about leading the eye and letting the imagination do the work. Most photographers mess it up. It's not supposed to resemble a Victorian whorehouse.
Who did Dorota get them for?
Yeah, she didn't say. Her boyfriend, I assume. Would you, like to see them?
Oh. Yes. Yes, I would. Uh-oh, I'm about to get banned on Twitch again.
As you can see, it's all very artistic. Dorota was a natural. She lit up the front of the camera. Want to see the videos?
Videos?
Oh, that's a good one.
I like this guy. Sure.
Oh. Here they are. Oh, not that one. Ah. This is the one. Here you go. There's more.
Show me.
This is the stuff.
Don't ban me. Don't ban me. Here comes that sneeze. Well. Why is she running away from you? He was naked too.
She's, how you say, acting?
You're friends with Violet Gallagher?
Friends, yes. I know Violet very well.
Suspicious. How well?
Violet takes it very well, actually. I like him like that. With a frosty exterior comes a soft, warm center.
So you're sleeping with her?
I'm sorry, my analogy wasn't explicit enough for you. Yes, we have sex.
Where were you last night?
Here. I'm usually here most nights.
Can anyone confirm that?
Only the roof rats.
And away we go. Let's go see Oscar. Do you know Zach Weston?
No? Who's that?
He took photos of Dorota.
Okay, so this Zach guy was connected to Dorota. Took pictures of her. Were they sleeping together?
Yes.
Why did you tell me that? Every time I think of her now, I'm going to see her with someone else.
How did your date with Bronwyn go? Did Dorota show you her boudoir photos?
Boudoir photos? She sent some private photos to me by phone. Do you mean them?
Can I see them?
Yeah, I'll put them in an album for you. No.
How did your date with Bronwyn go?
How did you hear about that? Anyway, it wasn't a date. I was doing a favour for Chief DuPont. Only lasted a few minutes.
That's what she said.
Yeah, funny. Look, it's really not any of your business, Sam. That's between me and the Chief, alright?
Alright. Let's talk about Zach Weston again.
Do we really have to?
He says you're sleeping together.
How vulgar. Yes, I suppose that is what he'd say. But I've never let him lay a finger on me. He says we're in a relationship, but he doesn't act like it.
What does he say?
He says he loves me, that I'm the only one for him.
Do you love him?
A rose by any other name? I don't think so.
And away I go. We've suddenly become The Shining. Hello? Oh. Oh, I don't like this. Little girls are creepy.
Sam, look, I can't talk right now. I'm doing phone readings. Gotta pay for a job somehow. Lexi's locked in till 8 too. I can sort you out afterwards, yeah?
Sort me out. Lexi.
We've got to stop meeting like this. Seriously though, Sam, I'm working. Can't it wait? Just give me to 8, okay?
Alright. Nobody wants to talk to this guy, so I'll go do it. Do you know Zach Weston?
I met him yesterday, doing the rounds, looking for reading work. Actually, oh no. He did mention Dorota.
What about her?
He said there was this girl he was planning to meet up with. Said she was alone every Monday night because her parents go to the cinema. Do you know what that means? It was Dorota Shaw.
So, Birmingham.
Fine, Sam. Birmingham. Mercury took us to Birmingham. We didn't know what for. We never really know what for. But we turned up. It started with a girl, Ginny. She was South African. I only mention it because that was its thing.
Its thing?
Yeah. We didn't know at the time, but in hindsight, it was after South African girls. 3 to be exact. The Traveller wanted 3.
Why did the Traveller want 3 victims?
You should ask Bronwyn. She's the one that knows about rights. I just know it normally involves 3, and all 3 share a common attribute.
Tell me about the Travellers.
I guess you might call them demons, in as much as they can get inside us. They come from other worlds.
They come from other worlds?
Kind of, yeah. Quantum physics is real, didn't you know? There are many universes. In technical terms, a traveller is a trans-dimensional being far more superior to us, in as much as they can choose which reality to hang out in. We just get this one.
Travellers can inhabit us?
Yes, disturbingly. It's actually a lot more complicated than that. They choose a reality/universe where they actually evolve to become the person they're possessing. So they jump in a few million years before our timelines intersect.
In simple terms?
They can't just jump into someone. It takes a few hours for that. They make the decision before they travel, which is why we can catch them.
So you think the murderer is a traveler?
Yes, probably. The tarot doesn't just sat-nav us to normal murders.
Alright.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Go see Oscar.
Chief? Again?
Did Dorota have any online friends?
She didn't really use any social networks. Didn't have the time. Mainly just cello.
Go to any clubs or groups?
Do you have access to her email?
No, she didn't email much. She checked the messages on her phone. What is it you're looking for?
Anything that helps solve the murder.
Okay, that makes sense.
And off I go. Let's go see Zach.
Hello. I know you. You're the police chief.
I understand that you knew Dorota Shaw.
We met briefly, yes. I freelanced for the August Chronicle, and they did a story about her.
Was that the first time you met her?
As far as I know. I meet a lot of people through work. Some are more memorable than others. I happened to mention my portrait services, so she booked a session with me.
When was this?
A few weeks ago.
What type of photos do you take?
For the paper. Record shots that any idiot with a phone can take. My studio is where the magic happens. Mainly portraiture, but I dabble in other areas.
Boudoir photography?
Sometimes, if that's what the client wants. Are you asking for yourself, or...?
It's for the case.
Don't be facetious.
Don't be facetious.
It's for the case.
Of course.
Do you want to see him? Back we go.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Go see Zach.
Well, hello, gorgeous.
Hello, you.
Did
you hear about Dorota?
Everyone in town's heard. She's a local celebrity now.
Local celebrity?
Are you sleeping with her?
Violet? Of course not. I only have eyes for you.
That's not what I...
That's not what I heard.
This again. I told you, I'm not seeing anyone else. I have gorgeous women in my studio all the time, but you're special. Not because you won't take off your clothes, I'm expecting that at some point. It's just, you're so clever and well educated. And the icing on the cake, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever met.
Ooh, what a flatterer.
I came over last night, but you weren't here.
Well, that explains why there was no answer when I called you. I was definitely here.
Okay. Do we believe him? I'm not sure. Let's change to rain.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
Let's go see Violet.
You have a lovely,
guest house.
It is quaint, isn't it? It's all my parents had when they died. We're literally sitting in my inheritance.
How did your parents die?
Father died first. Heart attack. They found him in the freezer when Mother died. She had
Oh.
a pulmonary embolism. I didn't really talk to them much.
Freezer?
Yes, she kept him in the chest freezer because she didn't want to be alone. Stored him perfectly. Still use it today.
Creepy. Creepy as fuck. I'll see you later. Let's go see Zach.
Rain! I'm surprised to see you here. I take it you know about Dorota already. All that stuff we talked about yesterday, that's strictly between you and me.
He said you and point to himself. You and me.
What stuff?
I mean me? What stuff?
That's the spirit. Now, I think it's best if we don't get caught speaking to each other. Overcautious, I'm sure, but I think it's for the best nonetheless. Maybe we can get together for a lad's night out after this is all blown over. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay.
Great. Well, I'll see you soon.
Right, now let's be Zach.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Go see Violet.
Zach! What are you doing here? Quick, don't let anyone see you.
Why don't you want anyone to see me?
Yeah, why don't you want anyone to see me?
You're the one who said we shouldn't be seen together. What are you doing here?
I wanted to make sure we
I want to make sure we were still
What
okay.
did you do? What did you say to Sam?
Everyone's talking about Dorota.
Everyone is talking about Dorota.
I know. But I suppose people like that attract trouble.
People like what?
Homewreckers. Anyway, I hope you didn't just come here to talk about Dorota.
Are you happy Dorota's dead?
I didn't say that. But we both know what Dorota was like. She practically threw herself at you.
She didn't throw herself at me.
Don't play games with me, Zach. You know how insecure I get.
I'll leave. Let's go see Rain.
Zach, let me stop you there. You are one creepy fellow. Now, I don't know what you
Coming
have
from
going on
you.
with Dorota, but I don't want anything to do with it. Do not come back here. Please.
Okay. Change into Oscar.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Go see the chief.
Sensing the thing with Bronwyn went badly.
Why did you put
Why
me
did
up
you
to
put
it?
me up to it?
I need all hands on deck. You're a hand. At least I thought you were.
Nothing happened.
She tried to sleep with me.
Well, that's strange. That's very strange. Doesn't seem like something she'd do at all. You don't even look like you make a good couple. Maybe she was on to you.
Yeah, she knew. Is there anything else I can do?
No, you've done enough. I'll keep up my end of the bargain, make those speeding tickets go away, though technically, you'd have more points than a hedgehog if I kept them. And if I do catch you speeding in August again, Oscar, instant ban. Capiche?
Yes. Capiche?
Capiche?
It's language. That makes me look cool. You can go now.
Did it though? Did it make you look cool? Slanguage. Back to my old self again. see, rain. Zach's trying to hide something he said to you yesterday.
I bet he is. It was that thing I told you about Dorota. I mean, I didn't know it was her then. He wanted to show me these explicit photos of her, but I refused. And that's when he told me about her being alone on Mondays. I wonder who else he told that to.
Who else did he tell that to?
It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cab.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Alright, before we continue, I'm just going to quickly make a drink. I'll be right back. Okay, next chapter.
Sam, I've got news. We've done a reading.
The Five of Swords. That's the same card as yesterday.
Let's hope it's not the Knight of Wands.
Oh, that's fucking awkward.
This doesn't look good.
It's fine. This happens all the time. There are 78 cards in a deck. The same ones come up a lot.
I get it, but we drew the exact same cards yesterday. What are the odds of pulling all three again?
1 in 474,552. I know. I get asked a lot.
Bet it's a Ten of Swords.
It's happening again. There's going to be another murder. Then Lexi did her thing, and now we have a name. Alice Munro.
Book 'em, Danny. You got the chief to lock people up. When? How did I do that?
Sam, let me bring you up to speed. I know what you're going to say, and I don't want to hear it. I've arrested Bronwyn. She's named a second victim, and as far as I'm concerned, the safest thing to do right now is have her behind bars. Those tarot readers have been doing my head in all day, talking to me like I'm a suspect, asking ridiculous questions, and then denying they've seen me at all. So what's done is done. If anything, I've just made Alice safer. You can go.
But I wanted to talk to you.
Sam, do me a favour, go easy on Violet. If we need to get anything out of her, let me deal with it. She'll open up to me.
Chief, you can't just lock people up because they're suspicious.
Why?
Someone else is the murderer.
I'm assuming that's just a gut feeling. If you actually knew who the murderer was, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Look, I see you're starting to care for these people already, but Violet's been watching them like a hawk. If you can convince her, you convince me.
What do we know?
We've got a new target. Ellis Monroe. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Alright. Let's go see Zach. Do you know Alice Monroe?
Monroe. Everyone knows her. She's a local radio star here.
Do you have photos of her?
I always get the shot, Sam. One way or another.
Creepy. Let's go see Alice.
You must be Sam. I just got off the phone with Chief DuPont. I can't believe it. First Dorota, now me.
Did you know Dorota?
Yes. We were friends. I hadn't known her for long, only a few weeks.
Oh. Show me up her dress. How did you meet her?
We met at the gala. I was hosting and she was playing the cello, you know? I guess we talked for a little while and then she asked me for a drink after the show.
What happened after the show?
After we'd had a few drinks, she invited me back to her house. I thought we were just gonna chat, watch a movie, that sort of thing. Then she kissed me. I was so shocked. She was so attractive. So I kissed her back.
Man, she has some big pupils. You and Dorota are in a relationship?
This is just between us, right?
Yeah, just between us.
We fooled around. I don't have many friends, Sam. Everyone thinks because I'm on the radio, I have tons of friends, so nobody ever approaches me. I get lonely. But Dorota was my friend, and I liked making her happy.
You fooled around?
I'm not going into detail, Sam. We pledged each other. Multiple times.
Okay. You know Dorota had a boyfriend.
Oscar. Yeah. She was a bit confused. When we started seeing each other, she didn't like him touching her anymore. I didn't mind. But she did. So I told her if he wanted to get sexual, then maybe she should try something else.
Something else?
I said some guys like to watch. So tell him it would be sexy if he could look but he couldn't touch. As far as I know, it worked.
You think the murderer watched her in the same way?
The killer was in her wardrobe? What? Well, then it had to be Oscar. He's the only one it could be.
Oscar was playing football last night.
That doesn't make any sense. Then she was seeing someone else? No. Someone she knew. Knew she'd be alone? A stalker?
Did Oscar know about you?
I don't think so. We were very discreet. It was more fun that way.
Tell me about Poe.
We're co-hosts on the radio. Oh, sorry. You know that already. We've been partners for 2 years now. He's a good friend.
Partners or friends?
Can't we be both, Sam? Poe's his radio name. He's actually John Poe. He's on air now, but you can come back at 8:30 if you want to see him.
Where were you last night?
On air. We both were. We broadcast live hourly news reports. It's how we keep our funding.
Do you know Zach Weston?
Not very well. He's done a few shoots of me and Poe to promote the show.
Have you had any private sessions
No.
with him?
Zach keeps asking, but I just don't want to. Not for him, but Dorota did. She gave me the pictures as a gift. She looked amazing.
Any idea who might want to hurt you?
No. Sorry. I did have a strange dream last night, though. I was a Hollywood actress, and there were hundreds of magazines and newspapers all piling up on the red carpet, and they all had my picture on the front cover. But the red carpet wasn't carpet. It was a pool of blood, and it seeped through all the pages. Then I woke up. What do you think that means, Sam?
I could not tell you. It means you're anxious about something. Yeah, I'll do.
I don't know what. I mean, I'm anxious now. Maybe it was predicting Dorota's death. Or mine.
What do you want me to do?
Just don't hurt me. Or let me get hurt.
Leaf.
Sam, you forgot your phone.
That killed the microphone they were recording with then. Guest house. Speak to Violet.
Excellent work. Gold star for you. Oh, hello. This is my goddaughter, Sophia. She's only 9 and she's a maths genius.
Hello.
I have to pop to my room to get something. Be nice to her while I'm gone. Otherwise I might have to smother you in your sleep.
What's your name?
I'm the boogeyman. No, it's Sam.
I'm Sophia. Pleased to meet you. Do you want to know a secret?
Yes, always.
Violet was taken by aliens in their ship. She doesn't want anyone to know.
Sorry about that. Sophia, your mother will be here for you soon, so run along and wait. Now, Sam, how can I help you?
Sophia mentioned aliens?
She has a wicked imagination for her age.
Do you think you were abducted?
Do you think you're sitting here now? Perception is reality, Sam.
Have you told anyone else about this?
I needed to confide in someone, so I told Chief Dupont. Just Chief Dupont. And now you, apparently.
Do you think you were abducted last night?
Why are you talking about this again? You understand, every time you mention abduction, it opens up a vault of crushing memories that I'd rather stay locked up.
Did anyone else see you last night?
No. Not even the moon.
What does that mean? The chief said you'd tell me about the abduction.
I don't really want to.
Tell me.
About a month ago, the guest house was empty and I was alone in my bedroom. All I could hear was dripping. A cold tap. Drip. 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 And then it began. I could smell iron.
Yeah, just a bit.
Strong metallic smell. Then I could taste it on my tongue. And then weightlessness. Like time and space had stopped. That was the first time they took me.
First time?
It's happened 5 times.
5?
Even on clozapine. Get that strange aura, then I'm gone. I had tests for epilepsy, amongst
Soon, I hope.
other things. But all the scans were normal.
Did you actually disappear?
As far as I know, I've gone.
I really need details about the abduction.
It's difficult to explain. I'm stuck in the wall of an enormous room made from these wooden vines, except the vines slowly move and drip with pain. My head is pushed out like I'm a trophy. If I look to my side, there are others, heads, all prisoners, being experimented on.
Experimented on?
They rearrange us like decorations, suck us backwards into the darkness and then thrust us back through the wall. And when they return me home, I'm broken. Cuts, bruises, memories.
Moving on, do you still think the tarot readers killed Dorota?
What do you know?
I just have a gut feeling.
I'm not sure that changes my mind.
Just quickly, like...
We're talking about a possible murder.
No more talk about that. Do you know Alice Munro?
Of course. Poe and Monroe. She's on the radio.
Only a Brit would find that funny. Have you ever met her?
Yes, I believe I did. She was here once for something. I don't remember now.
Alright. Thank you for the very strange conversation.
How could you let Chief DuPont do that? I'm not talking to you until you get this fixed. Bronwyn was on Tarotasm, Sam. Just like she was an hour ago. And they record everything, so her alibi should be without question. She was just lying to protect Lexi. She's maternal like that.
Right, back to Violet, apparently. Bronwyn's innocent. She was logged into tarotism.
And you're sure it was her?
Yeah, her voice is recorded.
Then it couldn't be her, could it? You want me to tell Claude, don't you? Sorry, I mean Chief DuPont. Fine, fine, I'll call him.
Okay. Let's start changing it up.
You're only alive because we want you to be.
Oscar.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Oscar Wainwright. I've heard so much about you.
So many people keep trying to shake my hand. I don't have hands.
Were you sleeping with Dorota?
Were you sleeping with Dorota?
No. Were you? She just asked me to watch. I didn't even get past the adverts.
watched her.
Did you touch her?
Did you touch her?
She didn't bloody let me. The truth is, I would have loved to touch her, but she's just a massive tease. But well done you, though, for getting in there.
Kick him. Right in the plums.
Bloody hell. I'm calling the police.
Bullseye. You kicked Zack in the sack.
Oscar, good. You got my message. Got some things to show you.
What have you got?
What have you got?
Does this mean anything to you?
That's Dorota.
And what if I showed you this?
Alice Munro.
Do you know her?
She's from the radio.
She is from the radio.
And if I do this?
This guy's so weird.
No? Anything?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
That'll be all. You can go now.
Okay, let's go to Alice.
Oscar, I'm so sorry. What can I do?
Are
you seeing Dorota?
Oscar, it's so much more complicated than that.
Why didn't you save her? Is it really? Tell me.
Tell
Oscar, I didn't mean to hurt anyone. That's not who I am. I go out of my way to help people, to be kind to them.
So were you helping or being kind?
I had feelings for her, Oscar. You should understand that. I'm sorry this is how you had to hear it. But maybe she didn't tell you because she was leaving me. I don't know. I'm sorry. I truly am.
The sneezes have begun.
I forgive you.
I forgive you.
That's so kind of you. Giving
What
me closure.
happens
I
when
have so many loose ends. And not
these
much
characters
time.
have these conversations again? Like, with the real version of them. Like, what happens if Oscar ever goes here and has this conversation with her? She'll just be like, we've already spoken about this? It's getting hard to keep my eyes open. I'm going to be squinting a lot for the rest of this. Nah, hay fever. It's making my eyes water. It makes it really hard to hold them open. Plus, I'm squinty at the best of times, so... doesn't really help. Ugh, yeah, hate it. Bane of my life.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm
It's also why I keep doing
Violet.
this. My nose itches. Let's go see the chief.
Violet, if this is about releasing people from prison, the answer is no. I'm going to need hard evidence for that to happen. No. Go! Back to the guest house?
Alright.
Hello, lovely. Take a
How
look
are your
at this.
balls?
It's a picture of Dorota.
I don't want to see pictures.
It's not like that. It's just a press photo. Do you see anything in it?
The lines across it. That's what I said last time.
Girl, hold.
What do you see?
Just my mind playing tricks, I guess. Sometimes when I drink enough and I'm alone enough, I can step into them.
Step into them?
It's like a hologram. The pictures become three-dimensional and I can move around inside them. Like virtual reality, but real. The picture comes alive when I'm inside it. Things move around. They talk.
They talk.
What do they say?
In this one, it's just Dorota. So I'm in her living room. She says that she should have been nicer to me. And I should make her be nice.
You're insane.
Yes, I'm just messing with you, Violet. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion. Guess it didn't work on you.
Guess not. Cause you crazy. Let's go see the chief. Violet's talking about aliens.
What do you know about it?
Have you looked into it?
Yeah, I pulled in a few bug-eyed aliens, but they wouldn't confess. We've got a murder to solve. Can we talk about this later?
About falsely imprisoning people?
Fine. Let me do the paperwork. I'm starting to regret hiring you. Maybe you should concentrate on something else.
What do we know?
We've got a new target. Alice Monroe. Alice said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. Bronwyn was logged into a call center system called Taratasm. I heard the recordings from last night. It's her voice. So as much as it pains me to say it, Bronwyn isn't a suspect, but Lexi and Rain still are. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Violet told you about her brush with aliens? You seem far too interested in those kind of things. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
All right. Become Zach.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Violet.
I need to talk about Alice Monroe.
What have you been doing with Alice Monroe?
What haven't I been doing?
What have you heard?
The tarot readers have predicted that she is the next victim. Do you think we should do something?
Like what? Want to fool around?
Is that really all you think about? It's starting to look like August has a serial killer targeting redheads. Look at my hair, Zach. Does this look red to you?
I'm just gonna leave and be like, no. Let's go see Ellis.
Zach, what are you doing here?
I've been a naughty boy. I need to tell my previous partners.
Good to know. I'm not one of them though, so unless there's anything else?
Pose for me?
Zach, please stop asking. It's not gonna happen.
Just undo a few buttons.
Are you bullying me into taking my clothes off for you? That's sleazy. Just leave, Zach, before I call Chief DuPont.
Okay. Lexi.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
See Rain.
Our job is so stressful.
Tell me about it. Chasing around the unknown, trying to triumph good over evil. Generally standing around helpless watching people die.
Why do we do it?
Why don't we just quit?
And leave Bron on her own? Quite possibly to die? No. I'm locked in now, until the end. Whatever that may be.
Okay. Let's go see Bronwyn.
Lexi Korn, how thin are these walls?
What do you mean the walls are thin?
I can hear you screaming at your Ouija board. Last night too. I feel like I've heard your whole life story.
I wasn't screaming at the Ouija board.
Does Sam like me? Is Violet a lesbian? Will Ellis die? Will Bronwyn die? That last one, don't worry about that.
Why not?
Because you're immortal.
Oh, I am Bronwyn MacLeod from the Clan MacLeod, and I am immortal. You silly badger.
Alright. See ya. Let's go see Zach.
Sorry, we're closed. Unless you're here for something else.
I'm a friend of Dorota's.
Dorota. I'm sorry about what happened.
Dorota told me things about you.
Things? That's ominously vague. I'm not sure what you mean. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Lex.
Lexi. I like it. It's got an edge.
Thanks.
Dorota said, I know what you did.
Delete that one.
You know, you're quite striking. It's a shame Dorota's not here. We could have taken some great shots of you two together. Would you like me to photograph you, Lexi?
Yes.
Why don't we switch places?
Change places.
Yeah, let's go with that. Here. Take this.
Okay.
Don't get drugged. You'll revert to your natural form. Nobody wants to see that.
Oh, this is gonna be awkward.
These photos are going to be fantastic. You'll love them. Yeah. How about you take this off?
Okay.
There we go. Fantastic. Now, arch your back. Yeah. That's it. Wait. What's happening?
Don't get drugged. You'll revert to your natural form. Nobody wants to see that.
Zach's gonna see
What's
that.
happening to you? Wait, what? Oh!
You're welcome, Zach. Rain.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
Dr. Violet.
Who is Sophia?
You saw her, did you? She's my goddaughter, at that age where she overshares.
Is she a ghost?
What makes you say that, Rain? Is there something about her aura?
Have you seen The Shining?
Hi, Rain. Did you miss me while I was gone?
So Alice Munro.
I'm honestly not going to try and worry about this one. We've told Sam, and I think that's all we can do.
Really? Well, what's
Sam going to do?
I believe Sam is going to save Alice. According to the Ouija, this could play out in a lot of different ways, but mostly saving Alice.
What other ways?
Alice could run, Alice could die, Alice could be saved, mistaken identity, someone else dies. There's a lot of noise coming from the beyond, but it's not just a load of voices saying Alice will die. Sam's got this.
Okay. Everyone's got a lot of faith in me. Not sure if I'll be able to pull through.
Haven't you done enough predicting my death?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just kidding. I know it's not your fault. Well, unless you're the killer.
She's on to me.
Have you made a decision about the show?
I think it's a no. Sorry. It's just the reading that you gave me the other day. I don't want to scare off the audience.
Why would I scare off your listeners? What reading?
What reading?
The reading you gave me. To show me what you could do. It was scarily accurate.
What was accurate about it?
Everything. My broken heart, the enveloping darkness, my beautiful death. You said it was just a metaphor, that it was just about transformation. But it's not. I'm going to die, aren't I?
Not even going to answer the question, we're just going to leave it there. Just be like, I don't know. You could. But I'm off.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Let's go see Oscar.
Chief, I wanted to ask you something.
Is it about the boudoir photos?
Yeah. So it's true then?
I haven't seen them. I'm sorry.
I'm just in shock all the time. How could she be so different? I just can't process it all.
What did you want to ask?
Am I still a suspect?
Yes.
Yes.
But I was playing football and there was loads of witnesses. How?
Everyone is a suspect.
Everyone's a suspect.
It's ridiculous.
Let's go see Ellis.
Chief DuPont. Thanks for calling in.
I'm just checking you're safe.
At the moment, my heart's beating 1,000 times a minute and I can't sit still. Every noise or knock on the door makes me jump out of my skin, and I keep looking behind me. Is that safe?
I mean, it's a window. Are they typically safe? What's really worrying you?
That you're just saying you're doing things when you're not actually doing anything. What's the plan, Chief DuPont? How do we stop this from happening? How do we stop me from dying?
She keeps asking really serious questions, and every time she does, whoever I am just leaves. It's like, I don't know.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
I'm Bronwyn. Let's go see Violet. Thank you for helping with the chief.
I'm not a monster, Bronwyn. I believe in justice too.
Do you believe Tara can predict things now?
I'm not one for mystics and crystal balls. I'm a Virgo.
She's one for star signs, though.
Oh, I suppose it has a 50-50 chance of getting it right.
Rain.
What a day. Alice Munro, then. Looks like our traveller likes redheads.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Looks that way.
Should we be worried about Violet?
Maybe. She thinks she was abducted by aliens.
Then that possibly means she's already been a traveller target. What else did she say?
Something about being in a row of heads.
So they're killing us for sport. Sounds about right.
Bron, what are we going to do about Alice?
What would you do about Alice?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Let's think. What have we tried before?
The few times we've caught up with the Traveller, nothing's worked.
Talking to them?
Please don't kill that person. Okay, thanks. Oh no, look, you killed them anyway. You know that doesn't work, Bron.
Okay. I'm all out of ideas then.
Who are you? What are you doing in my house? Get out now before I call the police!
Didn't I knock or anything? Just walked straight in. Change back to Sam. Hello, Bronwyn. Tell me about Alice Munro.
I've heard on the radio, but other than that, I don't know anything about her. I want to help though.
What's the connection between Alice and Dorota?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Although we can be sure of one thing.
They're both redheads?
Yeah, she sounded blonde on the radio, but Mercury called her as a redhead.
Rain said you knew about rights.
A little bit. What did you want to know?
What is a right?
A right can take many forms, but from what we know about these travelers, it seems to be performing some kind of coming-of-age ceremony.
Coming of age?
Yes, a rite of passage. Running havoc in our dimension is rewarded in theirs. Not fair, is it?
Why were there 3 victims before?
3 is a powerful number. There's a divine balance to it in our universe anyway. But maybe it doesn't mean anything where the traveler's from. Maybe 3 is just the carry-on limit for interdimensional travel.
Dorota had a coin in her mouth, part of a right?
Was it a gold coin?
Yes.
That's more of a serial killer thing than a possessed by a traveler thing. It's a bit showy, but well, there's no guarantees.
Do you know Zach Weston?
No. I can do a reading if you want.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Nine of Cups. This is a very positive card. Is Zach a suspect? Something feels wrong. He's too smug, too self-congratulating, like he's got away with something. I don't like this, Sam. I don't like this one bit at all.
I need your help.
Yes, of course. Anything.
Keep an eye on Violet.
Why Violet? Do you think she's in danger? You don't think she's involved, do you?
That's what I need to know.
Leave it with me. I'll see what I can find out. And don't worry, I'll be super discreet.
It's an awkward frame to leave on. Alright, Lexi.
So what's the news about Ellis? I feel so useless sitting here. I want to help.
Do you really want to help?
Yes, please use me. Tell me what to do.
Okay, I have a few options. Find out what you can. No, I don't want to send her there. Find out what you can from the Ouija board.
You got it. Me and the spirit world are going to have a serious chat. I'll get back to you when I find something.
And Rain. Do you know Alice Monroe?
Yes, I met her at the radio station.
Why were you at the radio station?
I was offering my services. Earning a living's tricky when you travel around as much as we do. And last time I checked, Violet wasn't offering us room and board for free.
You did a reading for Alice Monroe?
Yeah. She asked for a sample reading to show what I could do.
Did your reading predict any danger?
It's easy to see now, with the benefit of hindsight. Three of Swords, the Devil, death. I mean, any tarot reader will tell you that death hardly ever means real physical death. But given what we've learned...
Tell me more about Birmingham.
In Birmingham, it was a man called Yuri Harris. He worked as a butcher. He beheaded all three girls within hours of each other. And we couldn't stop it. He pleaded not guilty for reason of temporary insanity.
What happened to Yuri?
The Butcher of Birmingham received 3 life sentences and won't be seeing the light of day anytime soon. We know it wasn't him, though. We know it was a traveller.
It's very orange, then. Alright.
It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Ah, so they pre-record their show. Which means her alibi of being on the radio is a little loose. Let's go see Poe.
You're the detective. Monroe just called. This is madness. Who would want to hurt her?
Are you and Monroe close?
We've worked together for years. She's the light to my shade, the angel to my demon, the diamond to my lump of coal. She told me to say all those things.
Are you romantically involved with her?
Heavens no. I have a wife and 3 children, beloved spawn of my loins. Monroe and I are good friends, that's all.
This guy's creepier than the fucking photographer dude. And Rain rolled into one. Zach was the photographer. Anyone hate Monroe?
Only a madman. Or woman. Monroe is August's sweetheart. Poe and Monroe. That was her idea.
Poe and Monroe?
Our show. We were just another local radio station before that. It was Monroe who decided we should have a theme. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe. Don't tell me you haven't heard it, detective. That's what the Free Radio Project is all about.
What's the Free Radio Project?
Uniting August via the airwaves. Monroe's been delivering free radios anywhere people might want to listen. Doctors' surgeries, hairdressers, the guest house.
How can she afford free radios?
I believe she charmed the local electrical store into donating them. in exchange for free advertising, of course.
Do you know Dorota Shaw?
We interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago. Do you think whoever killed Dorota plans to kill Monroe? What makes you think she's in danger?
A tarot reading predicted it.
Tarot? Does this have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by?
What gentleman?
I didn't get his name, I'm afraid. He offered to do a spot on our show, doing tarot readings to answer listener questions. We said we'd think about it.
Tell me about August.
You know, this town is fascinating. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Have you ever read up on the real history of August?
No, tell me more.
The official story is that Mary August retired from a life on the high seas, found a nice spot here, and used her ill-gotten gains to establish a town. But that's not what really happened.
I'm not sure I care. What really happened?
It's true that Mary August was a pirate, but she didn't retire. Her ship was sunk on the rocks just off the coast. Mary and all of her crew sought refuge in a small fishing town. This one.
Go on.
They slaughtered everyone. Men, women, and children. All dead and dismembered in their own homes. The bodies were dumped in a mass grave. Well, the body parts. And the pirates moved in.
So everyone in August is descending from pirates? Although, where's the mass grave?
No one knows. It seems at some point it was built over and then forgotten about. It could be under the school, or the church, or right beneath our feet.
Yes, I think I'll be going now.
I should probably get back to the booth. The show must go on. Death threats be damned. Look after Monroe, detective. She's the only Monroe I've got.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, it's you. I was hoping it might be Zach.
Do you know John Pope?
No.
From Poe and Monroe on the radio?
Oh, him, yes. I've heard him on the radio. Never met in real life, though.
Really? He didn't deliver a free radio too?
Are you mocking me, Sam? No, I have never met the man.
Have you seen Zach lately?
No. And I've got some very important news for him if he ever shows up.
Important news?
Yes.
Is your baby?
If he ever shows up.
Guess we're gonna find out if I come back as Zach. Alice says she gave you a free radio.
Yes, now I remember. It's the one in the hall. Sometimes cuts through the unbearable silence in this place.
Remember anything else?
Not really. I expected her to be blonde for some reason.
That's highly suspicious, my lady. Okay.
Sorry, Sam, what can I do for you?
Are you alright?
Yeah, I always cry around this time of night. What's the point, Sam, huh? If we can't save them. Mercury is a curse. It's like some tourist guide for murders. I try for Lexi and Rain to make them think that we can make a difference, make a change, but we haven't so far. What if we can't make a change?
I'm here. Things have already changed.
Maybe. If we could just save one person, Sam. Alice. We need to save her. We need to.
Did you keep an eye on Violet?
Yes. She's definitely got a monkey on her back.
How do you mean?
I saw her get changed. She's got all these scars on her back in the shape of a monkey.
Oh, so you mean literally?
Like they've been burned into her. What the hell happened to her, Sam?
Anything else?
Yes. I managed to sneak a look at her laptop. She's been Googling Alice Munro.
Okay. Let's see, Rain. How do you catch a traveler?
Honestly, you don't. Once they're caught, a few hours later, they've hopped timelines into someone else. We just keep chasing them. Continuously trying to stop them ruining lives.
Can you force them to leave?
No, but they don't like being exposed. If Mercury pointed them out, they're already in trouble.
How can you tell they've gone?
We'd do a reading. Mercury would know.
Alright, let's go see Lexi. What did you find out from the Ouija board?
Quite a lot, but I'm not sure how much of it is useful. Apparently this town has a lot of spirits with a lot of unfinished business.
Unfinished business?
One woman was looking for her daughter, and there was a girl looking for her mum. It was awful. They were both there, but they couldn't see each other. I couldn't help them.
Anything about the murders?
Yes, the general message is anyone that tries to stop Ellis dying will be punished. Sam, be careful, please.
What can you tell me about Poe?
He's off the radio. I don't really know him. Actually, I'm glad you're here. I really, really want to do a reading for you right now. You know, to help.
Okay.
Great. Let me just draw 3 cards for you.
Really? You're going to take the top 3? Aren't you supposed to shuffle?
I shuffled before you got here. Okay. Oh, the 2 of Cups. That's mysterious. Is there anyone you feel a spark of attraction to? Maybe someone you've met recently?
I feel like
The
you're
Lovers.
conning me.
I did not expect that. It seems this attraction has the potential to be life-changing, if you want it to be. And finally, the Knight of Cups. This card is about pursuing your heart's desire. I think it's time to tell that someone special how you really feel.
Did you rig
Wow.
this?
What an interesting reading. Does it mean anything to you?
No, that means nothing to me. It means I should ask you out on a date if we survive this.
You catch on quickly, don't you, Sam?
I mean, I've already been you naked, technically. Alright. Okay.
Don't confirm the existence of travelers. They're not ready.
Need to be Ellis. There she is.
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
Go see Oscar.
Hey, I'm going. There's too many people asking questions. It's exhausting. I'm off to stay at my aunt's. I'll come back tomorrow, but I've said everything I can say.
Well, I guess he's gone. Oh, he's got the orange PS4 controller on the left. I have that. And some Move controllers. God, they're worth a fortune these days. Visit Zach.
Alice, do you have the amethyst?
What amethyst?
Poe's amethyst pendant. The one we have the buyer for.
Poe's pendant?
Okay, we're playing silly buggers now. Don't worry about it. My buyer will have found something by the time you pitch up with it anyway.
Okay. Let's go see Poe.
Al, I'm so sorry.
Did you just kiss my
You
head?
mean everything to me. I won't let you die.
Are you okay?
Of course I'm okay. It's you who's shrouded in darkness, my love. Elle, we must finish what we started.
Let's finish it.
Elle, I fell in love with you the first day we met. You ripped out my heart, diced it into pieces, and reshaped it in your form. I will always be yours, forever. Elle. Will you marry me?
No.
Oh my god, I don't know what to say. Fuck yeah.
Elle, I love you.
I think that's an achievement too.
You don't know how happy you've made me. My angel. My absolute angel.
Are you really married?
See, this is the thing, like, now when Elle sees him again, like the real Elle goes and sees him again, he's gonna be like a different person to her. So he'll be like, hey, we're gonna get married, and she'll be like, what the fuck?
Yes, you've met my wife and family. They're sadly not actors I've hired to make my life look richer than it is. Tomorrow, I will tell her about us. And I will leave her. Another heart broken, another family destroyed. Another villainous father.
This guy's so weird.
Is your wife gonna kill me?
No. At least I don't think so. She doesn't know anything about us. Not yet, anyhow.
Okay. Let's be Zach.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Let's go see Violet.
Zach, the game is up. I think you should leave town.
What?
I know where you were last night. I followed you to Dorota's house. Well, I didn't know it was Dorota's house until we arrived. Call it women's intuition.
I was at the studio. You were at Dorota's.
You were at Dorota's?
Don't change the subject. Sam and Dupont will put two and two together.
And then what?
And then what?
And then they're going to arrest you. You weren't there long, I suppose, but then I guess it doesn't take you long, does it?
You were spying on me?
I followed you there, then back to the studio. You lied to the police. You lied to me. I'm done with you. We've finished. Don't come back here again.
Okay, well, according to this, I know who the killer is now. Let's go see Poe.
Good evening, Zachary.
Oh! Punch me in the face. What did I do?
That's for being a creep with Alice. Now get out of my radio station.
Potent. Got punched by Poe. Nope. Let's be Poe. You shifted into
I'm
everybody.
Poe, and this is your August update. August update.
See Violet.
I'm sorry, can I help you?
I've just moved in next door.
It's not a very good time at the moment, I'm afraid.
Really? Anything I can help with?
Anything I can...
No, not really.
Let's go see Alice. Let her know we're married now, I guess.
John. I'm gonna be fine.
How long have we been together now?
On the radio? I started at Radio August about 2 years ago. Why?
No, I mean romantically.
Romantic?
You kissed me on the first day. Don't you remember? I was putting on my makeup and you came up behind me. I saw how you were watching me in the mirror. It made me feel alive.
Why didn't you tell me about Dorota?
What didn't I tell you about Dorota?
That you were sleeping with her?
That you were sleeping with her. I'm giving you a chance to tell me now.
Yeah, fuck it.
Can't we talk about this another time? It's just that it's late, and I'm about to get murdered. I thought you'd come to put your arms around me and tell me everything was going to be all right.
We need to...
Okay, I'll give you the big old huggles.
Stay at the radio, Poe. Sam's taking care of me now. I'm gonna be saved. Didn't you know? I love you.
I love you.
I love you. I guess she doesn't care that they're probably married now. I'll see you later. Back to being Sam. Now. Gonna have to go see Ellis. You said Poe is a good friend.
I couldn't do this without him. He looks out for me. He's my best friend.
And just friends?
What do you know, Sam?
Poe says you've been romantic for 2 years.
It's true. A girl likes to keep her options open. What if someone new were to turn up in town and
you talking about me?
I realize that I like them more?
You like me more than Poe? I like you too.
Then save me, Sam. You'll be richly rewarded.
Tell me more. Tell me more. You delivered a radio to the guest house?
I delivered radios all over town. I don't think I should have bothered with some of them, though. I don't think... Violet, is it? I don't think Violet liked me very much.
Maybe she was jealous.
Maybe. I don't know why anyone would be threatened by me, though. I'm not interested in stealing anyone's man.
Apart from Poe.
I didn't steal Poe. He gave himself to me.
Zakia, Oh, Jesus. Zach said you're selling Poe's pendant.
It's not what it sounds like. Dorota lost her scholarship. She said it was an administrative error. She showed me the letter and everything.
Why wasn't that in the paper?
They tend not to report those kind of things, Sam.
What's Dorota got to do with the pendant?
The money was for her, Sam. So she could have her dream of being a cellist. I wanted her to have her dream. It doesn't matter now.
Does Poe know?
No. Not exactly. I told him I was in trouble with credit cards, and he offered to bail me out. I asked if I could have one of his artifacts. And of course he gave it to me.
What is it you want, Alice?
I just want to make people happy. To put out into the world what I want back. Is that too much to ask? It hasn't made me happy yet, but maybe one day someone will.
Her pupils are insane. Like, her pupils are like the size of my entire eyes. I'm just like, To Zach. Where are you going to be the next few hours?
Probably right here. Why? I didn't realize I was under house arrest.
You should probably go somewhere where there are witnesses.
Thanks for the advice. I hope I'm not the only suspect.
Violet says you were at Dorota's last night.
Well, if Violet said it, it must be true. I was here last night, as I said.
His watch is huge. I was thinking it earlier, and I can't remember if I said it, but his watch is gigantic. Let's go see the chief.
Sam, I've got some heavy rain news.
What have you got on Rain?
Lawrence Petrovsky.
Also, heavy
That's
rain?
his real name, and no, he's not a Russian spy. But he does have a criminal record.
What did he do?
He was charged with the murder of a 21-year-old artist. Looks like he got off on a technicality by all accounts.
When was this?
About 3 months ago in Hong Kong. Be careful, Sam. If you're going to ask him about this, could be a flight risk. And you know, there's a good chance he could be the killer. Door's behind you.
What do we know?
Rain's still a suspect. No corroborated alibi. Bronwyn Castle has one. Lexi Taylor doesn't. I got my search back on Rain, or Petrovsky, as we should call him. He's got priors that you're looking into. Rain met Ellis when he was touting for work. He gets around quickly. You found another connection between Zach and Ellis, selling Poe's pendant in exchange for nude photos. Zach has a thing about this, doesn't he? Ellis knows Violet because of the free radio project. Violet's been doing some web searches on Ellis. You think that's a jealous streak. I think it's a sign of the times. You've still not accepted my friend request, have you?
Nope.
Ellis thinks Violet doesn't like her very much. I'm not sure I like you very much. Where's the proof? Violet's just admitted being at the crime scene last night with Zach. It's not looking good for Zach now. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. I think you've narrowed it down to Zach, Rain, and Lexi. That's just my professional opinion, mind you. Feel free to ignore the person who hired you. That's it.
Okay, that was a lot of information to get in
It's
like
now 10
40
o'clock.
seconds.
Here's your August update. Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
On to the next chapter.
August's gone crazy tonight. I've just got off the phone with someone who thinks they saw a UFO on one of the nights that Violet went missing. Aliens would be normal right now. Anyway, now you're here, it's time. What do you suggest we do with Ellis Monroe?
Send an officer to her house.
I'll send Danny over. And that means there'll be nobody at the guest house. So be extra vigilant.
What do you mean you're sticking me with Danny?
What's wrong with Danny?
Danny is basically doing out a scream. I'm a sitting duck. Isn't there anyone else?
Chief DuPont?
Chief DuPont? The only thing I've ever seen him run after is an ice cream truck. Fine. Danny it is. I just hope you know what you're doing.
Check in. We left Alice alone with Danny. Am I me right now? Is this Alice? I don't know whose point of view this
Where
is.
the hell are you? On the road? Get back to the guest house. Alice is fine, but Violet's not fine, Sam. She's been strangled. Bronwyn found the body. Same gold coin in the mouth.
Oh,
Come on,
shit.
boy. I'll see you there.
It's 11 o'clock, and this is Poe with the latest August update. Police are now investigating the suspicious death of a woman at the Grange guest house. The body of the woman, believed to be 30-year-old guest house owner Violet Gallagher, is rumored to have been discovered in the last hour by one of her guests. So far, police refuse to say whether there is any connection to last night's murder, but they are asking August residents to report any suspicious activity. These are dark times, August. Dark times. Now, Monroe has some personal business to attend to, but she sends you all her love and hopes to be back on the air tomorrow. That's 11 o'clock with Poe.
Next chapter.
Sam, I have some bad news. We've done a group reading, and it's you.
I'm the next target.
I don't know, Sam. I don't know what to say. It's normally a death sentence, but with you, it might be different.
Why me?
I think you've interfered too much. That's why you're the next target. I've called Chief DuPont already. He's asked that you meet with him. You should go, Sam. Be careful.
Sam, it's almost midnight. You're still alive. This is a good thing, but no one's even attempted to kill you yet. You've given me a lot of evidence, enough to arrest someone. But who? Make the right decision, and you should be safe. If we don't, well, we've all got to sleep at some point. I can get someone to guard your room at the guest house, but it might not be enough. So, Sam, who should I arrest?
So, based on all the evidence, and the fact that I'm pretty sure I know who it is anyway. What was her name? Who just died? Who literally just died? Violet? She caught Zach at the other house, leaving the other house, and saw them where he killed, what's her face? Dorota. and said that he lied to the police. And then Violet mysteriously dies. Hang on. Just so you can see. We're going with Zach.
Zach, I don't trust him either. He's definitely creepy.
Definitely
I'll go and pick him up myself. With all the information you've given me, I think it'll be enough. Maybe he'll confess too. That would help. Good luck, Sam. If you've picked the wrong person, you're still in danger.
Shit.
I'm sorry, that was in bad taste. Bronwyn asked me to check that you're okay, and you seem to be. Well done catching a killer, by the way.
You're lucky I don't have a gun.
Hopefully you did. Scream if you need me.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and this is Poe with your August update. We don't normally have them at this time, but since there's a killer on the loose, I feel it's my duty to keep the radio station manned. I personally spoke with Chief DuPont earlier, and he thinks they're close to catching the killer. Until that happens, though, please lock your doors and stay inside. Remain vigilant. The light has faded, and so has my fortitude. I see things in shadows, behind doors and under desks. I hear the chattering of teeth and the glee of insects waiting to feed on me. The studio undulates like a heart that beats its last beats. I can't go on. I must to bed. Forgive me, Lady August. Forgive me.
What? He is insane.
Hello, sleepyhead. I'm so glad to see you alive.
Did I win?
Enjoy the journey, Sam. Don't think of things as ending. Something new is beginning. Zach is still locked up. He's being charged for murder. Travelers don't like being incarcerated, so they'll have jumped realities already. It's not something that a jury will believe. The shell they've left behind won't remember what they've done. And spend a life in prison. All we can do is try and stop the next one. Sam, come with us, please. We could really use someone like you and, well, just... will you?
My home is August now.
I thought you might say that. I'm going to miss you, Sam. We're all going to miss you. Are you sure I can't change your mind?
Nope.
Well, if you ever do change your mind, give me a call. My number's in your phone already. You shouldn't carelessly leave it lying around so much. Bye, Sam. For now.
Hey, sweet cheeks. You did good. Real good. You win. Alexi hug.
What a prize.
Sam, I'm just going to say it because you only live once and all that. Sam, I think I've fallen for you. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. It's out there now. We can get on with our lives.
That's a nice thing to say.
I see. Nice thing. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Heart wants what it wants. Perhaps you should go for a while so I can have a little cry. I'll be okay though.
Orcs.
Sam, you're safe. Thank Christ. Sorry. I don't know where that came from.
A little bit intrigued.
Well, Sam, I didn't think... Well, this changes things.
I didn't think you'd leave without saying goodbye.
Very out of focus kiss.
People do horrible things to people every day. I'm just glad there's someone like you around to save us. I mean, everyone needs a little saving from time to time. Even me.
Happy to save you anytime.
Sam, you already did. That's why I'm here talking to you. And I won't forget it. Heroes don't always get on the news, but they always burn bright in the hearts of the people they save. You have an impact, Sam. Everyone does. They just forget. Keep saving people for me, you hear? Bye, Sam.
Come back. I like you, Alice.
Then you should come up and see me sometime.
Sam, you did good. I thought you would. I mean, not that I've got a signed confession or anything. Yet. Apparently, they don't remember anything about the murders, but Bronwyn seems pretty convinced it's over. Well done. Sam, I don't know what you do or how you do it, but you get answers that most people can't. Can't have you work at the station for obvious reasons, but I do want to work with you. Sam, these are for you. It's a little office just next door to the laundrette in August. August, you're home now. We want you here.
Thanks, Chief.
And I've stuck to my word. That problem you had, I buried it. The coroner's report is going to say the woman was dead when you arrived, not after. I don't personally believe in exorcism or anything like that, but over the last 24 hours, I'm starting to think things aren't as cut and dried as I'd like them to be. You're a good person, Sam. At least that's definitely how it looks from the outside.
Hey. I tried helping her. It's not my fault she died.
I am Dorota. I am 21 years old. I love playing cello, and I just been awarded a scholarship to Juilliard. I just love cello. I love all string instruments, but cello is rich
cello.
and deep and soothing, at least to me. No, cello is my hobby, but my real passion is... It's silly, it sounds silly. Well, I would like to build a time machine. I know. But it is possible. I think people make mistakes. They do things they regret and they say things they don't mean. I want to go back in time. I want to make better choices.
You know why you're here, don't you?
No.
Because you did well. And you know what happens when you do well?
No.
Augmentation. Congratulations, Agent 3.13. Welcome to 3.14.
Pie! Maybe. Enter secret debriefing. Hashtag
Debriefing
winning.
3204, Birmingham. Transmit. And we're ready. Are you human?
Yes.
Debrief complete. Agent ready. You can go.
Okay. Alright. So yeah, I've got one achievement left. This is one that's kind of completely random. I'm not gonna, even though I can skip through scenes, I'm not gonna do the whole second playthrough on stream because it's random and I may not get it first try again, so I don't know how long it could take. So I'm not gonna subject you all to that. But yeah, I will do that. I'll let you do it in a minute, just off stream. But but yeah, Shapeshifting Detective, cool game. Yeah, I like it. Wales Interactive publish some quite cool games, so check them out if you haven't heard of them before. They have a few. They're all quite different as well, so probably find some stuff you like more than others. But that one was quite alright. I like that one. And ooh, raunchy. Alright, so I'll be back tomorrow. What I'm gonna play. It's a new Rats Like a game out tomorrow. It wasn't out yesterday. Might play that. Who knows? I'll decide then. But until then, thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I'll see you tomorrow.